All right, here we are at the canvas shop at Aries Pond, and you can see this is the deck that Jeff and his team do the sail cleaning, and we've got these lines here that we dry the sails on, and we've also got a nice view of the pond. So let's go in and say hi to Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Morning, Tony. How are you?
Good. Good. So Jeff, tell us a little bit about your background with canvas work. You've been here as a rigger. How long have you been here?
I've been here at the pond 16 years.
16 years.
This coming September. Headed up the rigging department for 12 years. And the past 4 years I've been running the canvas shop up here in the sail loft. And I've been doing canvas work and sail work for pretty much on a full-time basis for 22 years. Started when I was 13 back home in Bermuda, fixing sails, and eventually led on to doing canvas and upholstery work. It's been exciting to have this shop built here and provide Aries Pond with another added resource to our services.
Yeah, the big addition, the big thing I see is, it's been great, is with Jeff's skills, when we're custom building a boat, Jeff can meet with the owner and go over the details in canvas work, as far as interior cushions on our cruising boats, or even the cushions and covers on our boats, like the Aries Open 16. So Jeff, why don't you show us what you got?
Yeah, we actually have a cool project going on right now for one of our new Open 16s. These are some cushions for the boat. The owner likes stripes. This is always a challenge, but I'm getting very good at doing them. And yeah, it's going to be really nice. It's a boat that's going to the vineyard, and it should be going out in the next couple of weeks. This is all with 2-inch easy dry foam, so if they get wet, water just runs right through them. We do all our cushions like this. They all have mesh bottoms so that the water drains right out of them. All zippered in the back, nice and neat, and labeled which way they go. And then they just get snapped into the boat. Little tabs here. I should be doing the install on this later today. And we've got all the covers done for it. Sail covers done. That's also striped. That's been an interesting project. So he's got stripes everywhere on this boat. This should be getting finished up later today as well. It's all zippered, cutouts in our sail covers for the halyards. So it makes it going on and off real easy. I did all the finish work on Conjurer and Seahound, and for the Maritime Museum as well for Sarah for their new sail. And it's all the hand sewn rings, all bronze rings and brass liners. Wish I had an example here right now of what it's like, but I think there should be some pictures on the website of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, we do all aspects of sail repair and sail modifications. But as far as making new sails, we're just not set up for that. It's turned into a digital age now where everything's cut and scanned on plotters. So, in order for me to make a new sail, I'd have to do it the old-fashioned way and loft it out on the floor, which financially we just can't compete with that. But we're pretty much the only sail repair facility on Cape Cod, really, until Falmouth. So we can tackle pretty much any project that comes along.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
that's great.
You're very welcome. Thank you
for giving us the time and showing us around.
No problem at all.
So here we are aboard the cabin version of the Aries Pond 16, designed in launched in 95. Had a customer with a 14, and he asked us to design him a boat that is smaller than a Marshall 18, but yet still had a cuddy cabin and a place for a porta potty. So we designed this boat to give the shoal draft for Pleasant Bay and Cape Cod Bay at 16 inches and the full beam of 8 feet for stability, and she's 16.6 overall with 200 square feet of sail. All of this is on our website, and we brought this boat in from the mooring field. This boat's about 7 years old, because it shows all the options. So I'm going to start at the bow and move aft, and we'll go through all the options. Again, on our website you'll see the base price for the cabin links, and then you scroll down and you'll see the options, and then you can build your boat right off the option sheet based on what I'm going to show you here. So starting at the bow, we have an option for a bowsprit and anchor, which you see right here, and so it's easy to deploy if you're going to do some lunch hooking, just sailing out to a beach and throwing the anchor over it. You don't have to have it stored somewhere in the cockpit. It's right here. Heading back, we have the lazy jacks. We have the varnish sliding hatch, which actually is not an option. This is included in the base price. Sitka spruce spars, which are included in the base price, or you can do the carbon mast. Varnished eyebrows included, the fixed portholes are included, rub rail, tow rail. And then as we get back a little farther, we'll pick up the running lights, which are an option, spring line cleats, which are an option, the cockpit cover and full, sail cover, and then a full cockpit cover is recommended on a boat like this with a lot of varnish, because even though it's self-bailing, the full cockpit cover protects all the varnish work from the sun, so it pays dividends in maintenance costs. So the louver doors are an option because we can put drop boards in. The doors are designed so they're removable, so if you have a crowd on board, you can lay them below or under the seat. If it's just 1 or 2 people, you just leave them hooked up and they fold in with a louver for ventilation. The table option for both port and starboard. Then we've customized these seats, which I'll show you in a minute, but we also, as an option, have this insert. This is quite nice because you can, if you have a group on board, you could even take the tiller out with a removable pin on the rudder and have another seat and a nice open area to lounge and hang out. Or just like this, you can move the tiller over and sit right on the seat here, which these folks didn't, but you could put a cushion here as well. So on all the links, its base price includes just open underneath, just bench seats, but we can build in custom lockers, and we've done everything from coolers or ice boxes in our built-in seats, and you can have dry lockers as well to store gear. This one here is what we call, well, these would be storage lockers, and this we would call a dry locker, which could go a little further and put styrofoam around, or foam around, and make it into a cooler. And that's set up on both sides here. So down below, we have full berths that are 6'4" from the forward bulkhead to the midship bulkhead, and it's really, I've spent a week on this boat in the Chesapeake, not this boat, but a 16 cabin. So I'm 5'11", I can lay right down and get a good nap or an overnight sleep. This boat has the electrical battery option. Switches are over to port, but interior light, running light, a place to charge your cell phone. Also a forward porthole so you can get some ventilation if you're spending the night on the boat. These shelves here are in the base price. Right here for more storage. And you have more storage also underneath the cushions. There's space to be had for gear that you want. Just make sure is there if you need it long term or for the summer sailing. There's another drink holder down here, or a cup holder. Pretty nice setup, or very nice setup, I think, for a 16-foot boat. You know, you don't get full headroom, but you can, with your head or your back against the bulkhead, you can read. So it maximizes what you can get out of this amount of space in a 16-foot boat without making a cabin that looks top heavy or bluntly ugly, yet still gives you enough headroom that you can sit and have a conversation. So the last thing I want to show you is the option of a compass, which can be mounted port or starboard, and you can see on either tack pretty well. So you can check our website for the base price and build your boat right off the option sheet. This is our Aries Pond 16-foot lynx. Okay, welcome aboard the Aries Pond Open 16. This boat was designed by originally as a cabin 16, and we had a customer who wanted us to cut the cabin off and create a more open cockpit, and so we did. And since then, that was about 15 years ago, and we've built over 50 of these models since. And again, like all our boats, they're custom fitted out to the customer's needs. It doesn't have to have all the fit and finish like this boat has. And the base price, including fiberglass hull, non-skid deck, Sitka spruce spars, or a carbon mast with Sitka spruce spars, spun Dacron lines, laminated tiller, the let's see, what else do we include? Oh, the centerboard enclosure and the seat arrangement. As you see it here, we offer either wooden seats or the cushions on top of the custom benches. Options would include things like lazy jacks. These are our standard blocks made by Gauhar, but they could be wooden or bronze blocks by Ray McKee and Sons in Hull, Mass, solid bronze. The main sheet system here is, we consider an option because you could have a 4-hole bronze cleat as our base price. Most people go with the main sheet system because it's easy to control the main sheet, especially if you're single-handing and have to move forward to get something. You can put it in the jammer there. Other options that you see aboard this boat would be the table, the hinging table, or the drink holders. And then a nice feature, I'll move my whip so the sun can get on, the belay pin rack. A nice option that you can add even if you go with the standard boat, which this surface would be all gripped white, and you could still put a varnished or painted belay pin rack. It's very traditional, and it's a very nice feature to hang your halyards on. In the base price, we give you just cleats mounted to the coaming that you can hang your cleats on. Some people don't even want that, and they just prefer to leave the halyards ready to go, led back to the helmsman, so you can just control it control your halyards from the tiller. So you have your peak here and your throat here. Topping lift pretty much gets set and stays in position there. This boat, this cedar here to hide the gel coat behind it is we consider an option, as well as the staving you see all under the bench here. This would not be standard, these would be open, so you could just toss gear underneath. I wanted to just do a quick visit to this Open 16, which is more just behind the boat we did a description, because this boat's kind of special. It has the Ocean Volt electric motor, and we're very happy with this. Since Master Volt no longer is doing marine inboards, we've switched to the Ocean Volt system, and it's proven to be very powerful motor with great thrust, especially on a 1,800 pound boat like the Open 16. And as you'll see, there's it doesn't take up that much of the cockpit and acts as a nice table. This boat was custom built with all kinds of tables. They do a lot of socializing. They'll get 6 to 8 people in here and go out for a picnic lunch. They got all kinds of room to lay things out. So I just wanted to show you that. And a unique feature here at Aries Pond, if you look here at this launch, this runs our customers out. And so all 3 of these boats, as well as the 19 Caracal over there, are all electric. They're powered by our solar panels coming off the roofs of our shop and office. So we're very proud to be able to get people to their boats and power boats with no fossil fuel going into Aries Pond. So I'd like to show you our boarding ladder that we designed in-house in here at Aries Pond. It locks in with these quick release fasteners, and it's in 2 parts, so it stores in your stern locker underneath the aft seat. So it's also very sturdy. You really can put all your weight on it and know that you're safe as you climb up the ladder. So when we want to store it, we pop the quick release here, and on deck, she comes off. We'd be doing this all in the boat, but since the boat's on land, and then we take it apart and store it. So one leg comes off, it'll go in the locker. The second leg comes off in the locker, and then this is storable in the stern compartment. So that is our boarding ladder. So here we are with the Open 16, hull number 42, that throughout the show you've seen under construction or at the finishing stages in our boat building shop. And then when we visited Jeff in the canvas shop, you saw the cushions being made. So here it is.